day everyone, I am Mera Luna Bulongabang Sparugosa and I will be your presenter in literary criticism. And today, we will discuss about the Carl Jung archetypes or the 12 female archetypes by Carl Jung. Archetype is the word derived from the Greek word archetypon, formed from the verb archein, meaning the beginning or the origin, and the noun typos or it means a model or a form. While in day-to-day language, the term represents the original form. That is according to Quran and Gentry 2023. They defined archetype as a pattern, model, or universally recognized notion that may be identified in literature and works of art. It conforms a universal pattern or mold that arouses the reader's interest while enhancing the reading ability. According to Kwang and Yang 2023, archetypal criticism is linked with the figure of Hermann Northrop Frye and it's based on psychology founded by Sigmund Freud and Carl Gustav Jung with the concept of psychoanalysis. But in the 1950s, it was popularized by Carl Jung, where the archetypal criticism is a literary theory grounded in the human mind that seeks to determine common patterns and themes in literature. The theory is dependent on the presence of archetypes, symbols, and motifs in the collective unconsciousness of humanity. Therefore, when we use to analyze literature, the theory of archetypal criticism involves exploring these common symbols and themes in work and how they symbolize the human condition. That is according to Sadik 2023. So in general, Carl Jung's archetypes are common patterns and symbols shared in the collective unconsciousness of every human. They touch our hearts, minds, and behavior and are inborn and genetic. We learn to understand ourselves and others by better analyzing these archetypes and understanding the human mind. That is according to Maine 2023. Now let's define female archetype. Tudor 2023 defined female archetypes as universal feminine modes of expression. Each woman contains all the archetypes, but usually one or two are more predominant. An archetype is essentially a common pattern recognized in the collective unconscious. And when it comes to the female patterns, they refer to a way of embodying a certain aspect of the feminine essence. The Center of Excellence 2024 similarly described feminine archetypes as universally recognized symbols and themes that represent various aspects of the female experience across cultures and history. By identifying with one or more of these archetypes, women gain insights into their behavior, motivations, and desires. This time, let's proceed to the 12 Jungian archetypes. As we journey deeper into the labyrinth of the human psyche, we encounter the 12 Jungian archetypes, or also known as Carl Jung archetypes. These are the timeless symbols that illuminate the path to understanding the depths of human personality and psychology. So these archetypes, rooted in Jung's profound exploration of the collective unconscious, offer a profound insights into the universal themes and patterns that shape our thoughts, emotions, and also our behaviors. First, we have the innocent. So it represents purity and optimism, desiring to be happy and free. It involves doing things right and embracing faith and optimism. So the second one, we have the orphan. So the orphan desires connection and belonging. So fearing being left out or standing out. So the character involves developing ordinary virtues, being down to earth and empathizing with others. And the third one, we have the hero. So this character seeks to prove worth through courageous acts, fearing weaknesses and vulnerability. And also, this character seems to be strong and competent, although may struggle with arrogance. And the fourth one, we have the caregiver. So motivated by a desire to protect and care for others while fearing selfishness and ingratitude. So this character involves doing things for others, though may fall into martyrdom and exploitation. And the fifth one, we have the explorer. So this craves freedom and authenticity, fearing getting trapped or inner emptiness. So this character includes journeying, seeking new experiences, and maintaining autonomy. And the sixth one, we have the rebel. So the rebel yearns for revolution or change. So it fears powerlessness or ineffectuality. And in addition, this character involves disruption or shocking but may risk crossing into crime. If you have observed that we only tackled 6 Jungian archetypes, it's because the additional 6 would be discussed by Miss Mendoza. Let's proceed. And how are we going to critique such literary piece using the Carl Jung archetypes or the 12 female archetypes? So first, you have to list all the characters within the literary piece. And the next step is that you have to list them accordingly with the 12 female archetypes based on what character they portray in a literary piece and or how they think as the story goes by in a literary piece. And that should be supported by the dialogues coming from the literary piece too, so that it can help to strengthen your claims on how are you going to critique such literary piece using Carl Jung archetypes. So that could be all for today. Once again, thank you for listening to my discussion.